Hey guys! Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, the very first creator highlight. I'll be trying to do one of these every single month and pick out creators that, deserve some extra spotlight time. And for this first highlight, there's nobody better I could possibly imagine to shine some light on than Ray Benefield. So I'm not really sure where to begin because Ray is just such an awesome creator and an amazing person. So I'll try to keep it as objective as possible to give you guys an insight in his maps and his ways of working. So let's start with some background information. And while I do so, I'm going to be putting some gameplay footage of some of his maps in the background to get you guys excited for them because they are amazing. And then we'll later talk about those and then close it off on a more personal note. So Ray has been making maps for a very long time and currently streams every single day on Mixer.com. I put the link to his channel in the description below, so go check it out, show him some love, please. His main strong point is mechanics. Hooray! As most of you guys know, it's also my strong suit. And Ray's mind often works very similar to mine. No matter what challenge is presented to him, he'll always find a way to make it work. Although he's made a ton of maps, he actually only recently began to publicly release his maps. Why, you might ask? It's actually a really smart move. First of all, it gives you time to spend several iterations on your map to constantly keep improving it. Secondly, it allowed him to create a very big portfolio of different maps and use the experience he gained from creating every one of his maps to implement these improvements in his previous maps. And then thirdly, Ray is a smart man. And he knows that you can never repeat a first impression, which is why he's releasing his maps one at a time. Once he's 100% confident with them, and once they're 100% finished. So this includes everything from a trailer, thumbnail, social marketing, and everything in between. So that's why he's only recently began to getting his name out there, but he's been building for months, and even years in different games and different programs. So for these reasons, he's only recently been really getting his name out there. And he's finally, therefore, also receiving the recognition he deserves. And with only 300% publicly available maps, he's gotten 2 of them featured already. The first one is Inception, which he was forced to rename to Reflection because of Epic being worried about copyright issues. This map is just insanely fun, and it's a great way to warm up your senses before hopping into a VR game. This was actually one of his very first maps he made. The concept itself is so simple, and that's what makes all of Ray's maps so unique. They're all so simple conceptual-wise, but very complex in the back. He almost never needs to explain what his map is about, you just hop in, play, and it all makes sense. Anyway, back to Reflection. It's a free-for-all game where you pick your own loadout and then hop into the fighting arena, where physics just don't seem to apply. Low gravity combined with the reflective blocks and the maze of stairs makes it so fun to chase down your opponents. And no matter where you are, behind any corner, or stairs for that matter, someone might be lurking. Although this was one of his first maps he made, it was actually his second feature. His first one came just before that, and was actually used as the first example for the new seasonal event, Fortnite Impossibilities. The map itself was actually not an aesthetically impossibility, but rather a really cool mechanical one. It's a maze that is completely random generated every single game. In the end, a single infinity blade. And only one path that connects to the infinity blade, but it's random every single game. So whoever grabs the sword first becomes the Minotaur, and the hunting time can begin. Now, before I continue to talk about some of his other maps, I want to explain to you guys why I chose Mr. Ray Benefield as the very first creator spotlight. Ray has a very special place in my heart and in the entire creative community amongst creators. Why? Well, because he's amazing, but he's amazing at connecting people. And that's what he does best, really. Not only in his maps, but his entire streams are mainly aimed at connecting people. And that's actually how I got to know him as well. Every single Saturday for months and months, Ray dedicated an entire evening to playing the newest maps of other creators. giving them constructive feedback on every single map, and actually giving the map, a chance to be tested with a full 16-player lobby, because he's always playing with his viewers. And as a small creator, that's something that holds a lot of value, because it can be very hard to get a 16-person full lobby. So whatever issue you have, he's always there. And now that he's streaming every single day, he's doing a lot of customs as well. Not just solos, no. Duos, fill, that's the rule. Therefore, every single match you get paired up with another viewer and get a chance to, meet these other amazing players. And that's why Ray is the very first person on this list that deserves some extra love and that I wanted to make a spotlight about. Because he's such a huge part of the community in a very unique way. In the way that I mentioned last video, in connecting everybody in a loving and non-toxic community. Now, before I quickly go speed mode over 2 more maps, I want to quickly mention someone else in this creator spotlight as well. Salva MIRA. Rings a bell? It should. She's the one who came in second in the mech contest. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll also link it in the description below. And what does MIRA have to do with Ray? Well, she's his echo pretty much. She's the one who makes all of Ray's crazy inventions look absolutely stunning. So she's an amazing artist, and I can't really make an entire video about Ray's maps without mentioning her. It wouldn't be fair, so huge shout out to MIRA. Now, the last 2 maps I want to quickly talk about are Pinball Sumo and Risk. Pinball Sumo was so easy and so fun. You pretty much hop in a baller and start bouncing in the map. If you fall through one of the holes, you'll start taking damage, but it gives you a chance to recover yourself and get back up. Whoever has the most health left at the end of the round wins. Again, sounds so easy, but it gets so hectic and it's so funny to play with your friends and just bounce them into the storm. And then lastly, Risk. Like the popular board game. Again, its magic just lies in its simplicity itself, gameplay-wise at least. It's a 2-team game mode where both teams start on opposite ends. The map is filled with different capture zones, and if you manage to capture one, the connecting zones will open, allowing you to claim those. Which path will you choose? Are you staying behind to capture zones? Are you pushing the enemy or try to do a sneak attack from the side? It's up to you. And that's it, guys, for the very first creator spotlight. I will be trying to do one of these every single month, and don't forget to go show Ray some love on his streams and maps. If you made it this far into the video, then I just want to say thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this, different content a little bit. And like I said, it's all about sharing the love for maps, for creators, and all of that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. There's a lot coming very soon. If you're new around here, don't forget to like and click that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace!